If you need help, talk to one of the receptionists. You do not require a security pass to visit the first 3 levels of offices.
Welcome to Versailles. We make tomorrow look like yesterday. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Mr. Hundley.
He's upstairs making his rounds. Look for a man in a black suit.
Thank you.
We're all out of company brochures.
Go on up.
Please address inquiries to my supervisor. I have work to do.
Please stay out of the work area. Data entry personnel are not permitted to speak to visitors.
I can't be bothered. Go away. They will think I'm talking to you. I can't be bothered. Go away. They will think I'm talking to you. I have work to do.
You work at Psionics? You look like you could have the gift. This Kramer receptor patent proposal is kicking my ass. Hundley won't let me leave until it's done. Hardly worth filing for, in my opinion. Who wants to smell the difference between xenon or radon? This place. They just won't own anything genetic. Any new sequence. People are feedstock, as far as management cares. My job is to find ways to add value. The whole society is built on the factory model. Schools, business, media. Move person X through process Y and add capability Z. Why not clinics? Guess I better get back to work. I'm so sick of staring at a computer screen. Guess I better get back to work.
Mr. Hundley, shift supervisor. Who might you be?
I'm contracting this month. Quite a facility you have here.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, we're pretty proud of the work we're doing.
Any chance I could get a tour of the labs?
Oh, no, I'm afraid not. Trade secrets and all that.
I'll make it worth your while.
To the tune of what? 2,000?
2,000 sounds reasonable, but I don't have the cash on me.
Fine, fine. Just come back when you do.
So much for the schedule, right, mate?
The schedule? Yeah, sure.
It's swell to miss a day of work, but they bloody hell better push back the delivery. I know I won't be done.
They'll understand.
At least the super freighters on our way to America. No more special agents nosing about up here.
Special agents?
You know, the ones in the suits with grey skin. Eyes tattooed on the backs of their necks. I'd sure like to know what was in those tanks to make them so uptight. Didn't get a jot of work done today. Why bother data entry? They had me on a forklift. Am I just a common labourer? Wasn't I hired for my expertise? In a former life, I was a mule dragging a stone plough up a hill in northern Thailand. I bloody hell refuse to work at gunpoint again. I'm a professional, goddammit. That's business in Asia. A whole super freighter full of medicine. Think we'll see any of the money? Huh. Guess you got to pay your dues. Guess you got to pay your dues.
What?
Just looking around.
People are trying to concentrate.
They keep you up here pretty late.
That's because they don't want people looking over my shoulder.
Why not?
Huh. I guess it doesn't matter what I say anymore. It's because I falsify all the records, okay?
They probably don't want you telling people that.
So, I don't care. I figured it out today, how they do it. People with my job got the Great Death. In a couple of weeks, I could be in a camp. I could already be sick.
Why would they do that?
Whatever's in those labs, stuff goes in there. Instruments, military personnel. None of it goes on the record. Iverson had this job. That's why he got sick. Chang, Kylie, Watts. Now it's me.
I'd really like to check out those labs.
You some kind of spy or something?
Does it matter?
If I get you down there, can you do something for me?
What's that?
Hunley, kill him. I bet you could do it. You guys have ways to keep from getting caught. I can give you clearance.
All right, I killed your boss.
You mean...
He's out of the picture. I'd advise you not to hang around too long. Now, how about getting me into the labs?
Well, okay. Sure, it doesn't matter to me. The code to the elevator is 6512. I'll make sure you have access once you get to the lab. It's a big operation down there. Lots of genetics work going on. That's all I've been able to figure out. I'll make a break for it after my shift. I can't leave right now because of the cameras. I hope they don't figure out it was us. Security passes expire. You better get going.
You the one they just cleared for level 1?
Yeah, that's me.
You are welcome to stroll around the laboratories, but respect the work that we do here. Your security pass can be canceled with no warning.
I've looked forward to this for a long time.
Security is watching through the cameras. If you cause trouble, an alarm will sound, and the guards won't wait to ask questions.
Yes, sir. I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Do not ask the scientists questions. They are very busy. The Americans are here, so everyone has to be a little more formal today. Welcome to the Level 1 laboratories.
They don't let me talk to lab personnel.
awaiting authorization.
It is a simple request.
Lab procedure forbids.
The psionics laboratory.
The psionics laboratory has no business worrying about weak interactions between incidental subatomic particles.
Our work on Fitjov Capra.
Capra. A quantum quack.
Don't criticize what you don't understand.
This is a private conference.
I'm trying to talk here.
I am not allowed to speak to visitors.
Scientific progress depends upon collaboration.
Maybe you should cross your legs, to yourself, and try to read my mind.
The sharing of data between departments should be automatic.
Oh my God! That's the one. Okay, drop it.
It's really a question of abstraction.
Exactly.
You can't be dealing with this sort of thing on the base pair level.
Essentially what I told Miss Chow. Tissue augmentation. It's not a matter of twiddling bits.
We need to stay focused on tools.
In principle, yes, I agree.
The older scientists don't grasp what it means to have so much data.
Still, we have to throw them a bone once in a while.
With the right software, organism design should be indistinguishable from CAD-CAM.
We'll rip up another non-Mendelian. They love the Karkians.
We are having an important discussion.
You met the American team? Have a look around. The project is finally starting to heat up.
They don't let me talk to lab personnel.
You shouldn't be back here. Check your six. He could be anywhere.
Son of a...
Scientific progress depends upon collaboration.
Maybe you should cross your legs, to yourself, and try to read my mind.
Attempting to reacquire. Locked on.
This is a private conference.
I am not allowed to speak to visitors.
We are having an important discussion.
Do not ask the scientists questions. They are very busy.
The ROM encoding should be in this wing of the laboratory.
If you don't know where you're going, you shouldn't be down here. Labs are down the hall.
That's him.
Return to where you belong.
Process is going smoothly then?
Better than we expected. The array of reaction modules has allowed the UC to perform multiple constructions in parallel.
Wonderful. We'll have to try that trick at Area 51.
The problem, you understand, is primarily a security concern.
Never mind that punk from UNATCO. The security here is adequate, and we have a long-term program guaranteed to make him irrelevant. We call it Icarus.
Icarus?
A sweet bit of engineering. You'll like it, but we can't talk here. Your office?
No time. Tell me on the way.
I don't recall being informed of any visitors.
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now. Please, you'll upset the subject. This one did better than most, but he is very excitable.
I'm the captain here.
The neural tissue in particular failed to express certain proteins.
Something odd about his biometrics.
A crude device, not very secure. Self-replication is handled downstairs in a separate facility. You must be with Simon's office. Be sure that he understands we're doing the best we can. They've already had some success with the new version in biotech. That apparatus in the center is for magnetic containment, kind of like a tokamak. That apparatus in the center is for magnetic containment.
I don't want to be disturbed. I have two words.
Do not interfere with the experiment.
I have to concentrate. Somebody's going to have to totally gut this thing and start over.
We'll never be able to separate out the hybrids.
How do they expect to express a high-level feature in a genome if they can't even come up with a topologically sound representation?
Really, you should go.
So...
Get back in your cage!
Something odd about his biometrics.
Uploaded the component the Triads need to complete the sword. Go to the temple next to the market. I will bring together the dragon heads for a meeting.
Let us be quiet. Agent Denton from America has retrieved the software component. Please accept our gratitude.
It is my honor.
Begin.
As the faces of a perfect blade are reflections of one another, as they join together to make a perfect edge, so we shall form one blade, not the male and female swords of Ganjiang, one which must avenge the other, but one weapon, precise in its purpose, though wielded by many arms.
And much as the steel sharpens its edge and anneals its own surfaces, let us preserve, together, the form of our traditions.
The only enduring work of man, that which is born again with the next generation.
Forever.
Forever.
Again, accept our thanks, Mr. Denton. You will have to join us for drinks at the Lucky Money later tonight. In the meantime, Mr. Tong wants to see you.
Thanks for the offer. Maybe I'll stop by.
All right, get out. Enough games in the temple. Tracer Tong will want to congratulate you. Come, join us for drinks at the Lucky Money. We must celebrate.
Peace between the triads is now official.
Good. We begin to operate from a position of strength. We will start manufacturing the swords and distributing them to our allies.
What next? VersaLife was crawling with troops. I think they were hiding more than sword technology down there.
Tell me about the labs. Paul and I concluded that VersaLife does the manufacturing, while the real research takes place in North America.
Plenty of scientists. Biotech, physics, nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest.
We know they manufacture ambrosia. If you went back and gained access to the Level 2 labs, perhaps you would find something on the Grey Death. Your brother's failure in New York has left me with nothing.
You think you could find a cure?
That cannot be determined until I have a schematic of the virus particle and the molecular structure of ambrosia.
I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me?
There's a back way at the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just east of the temple. I sent an agent in that way once. She turned up a key code to the Nanotech Research Wing, 55655, but no data.
Worth a try.
By the way, VersaLife lost one of their R&D men in the Canal Road Tunnel collapse. A guy we think was carrying nanotech assets. He did some of the basic research that went into your implants. You might take a look, if you don't mind going for a dive.
I was down there already. A bad business.
Perhaps you can locate and destroy the manufacturing facilities as well.
is a device in here called a universal constructor. It is one of the only two devices in the world capable of producing the nanomechanical virus called the Grey Death. I require you to destroy it. Use the code 525.
Look for a computer terminal somewhere in Revel 2 lab. If you find it, I can upload the data I need through your infolink. The system we're looking for is in the laboratory up ahead. This storage area would be a logical place to find a stockpile of the virus. I don't know why it's so empty. stumbled on more than the schematics. You better get out of there. More in a second.
The Universal Constructor is in this facility.
Oh.
You have terrible manners, Mr. Denton, stopping by my apartment without even saying hello.
I don't like your crowd.
It is time for me to repay the discourtesy.
Success. Viral production has been terminated. Containment protocols have sealed off the entrance. You will have to exit through the effluent pipes in the floor of the chamber. Beware of biotoxin concentrations.
Seems to be some inventory data here. VersaLife has been synthesizing the Grey Death virus in great quantities. The entire stockpile has been loaded onto a super freighter going to New York. Interesting. The previous owner of the ship was Stanton Dowd. Ever hear of the Illuminati? Come back to the compound. I have much to tell you. Tracking down this Dowd connection. Illuminati fingerprints all over the sterics. I'm talking about the molecule shape. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technicians use sleeve bearings with 34-fold and 46-fold symmetry. Multiples of 17 and 23? 17, 23? The birth of Adam Weishaupt? Not a coincidence.
Max Chen and Gordon Quick are celebrating at the Lucky Money. You are invited for drinks.
Do not touch.
I'm just looking.
Everybody get on the floor or something.
Gangsters! They're all gangsters!
Hello.
At last, we are one triad. You have rendered us a most valuable service.
Hello.
You have rendered us a most valuable service. My good friend, let me express my gratitude. A bottle of wine. On me. Yum Sing.
I can't carry anything else right now, but thanks for the offer.
Hello.
This is my club. Let me give you one of our better wines. An imported vintage from Napa Valley. But if you want a truly excellent wine, you should try this Beaujolais from the Moulin of Vente region of France.
I can't carry anything else right now, but thanks for the offer.
Hello.
The peace you have created between our two triads is a truly precious gift. Please accept our finest vintage. A Chianti from a private winery in Questa Grossa, Italy. 2015. Yum Sing.
Hello.
The lieutenant, we had to go through the precinct sergeant.
A cordial relationship, as I would describe it.
You had him in your back pocket all the time.
Only one of many important officials loyal to the Red Arrow.
Hello.
And you have the capacity for large shipments?
Any product, any port of origin, any destination.
I might have some items. A certain segment of inventory.
The luminous part can ship penguins to Norway and document that they came from Japan.
Hello.
They were cutting him and laughing and stabbing their swords.
Your operations must have been difficult without official protection.
A minor inconvenience. Not as difficult as you must have found running a business without distribution.
Not even noticeable. The Red Arrow makes many big deals.
I will show you what big is. 50 tons per month, with no help from the big officials.
Hello.
Poor Chinquo.
Please, enjoy yourself. You are my guest at the Rocky Money.
Hello.
I will not sleep until the last luminous path is dead.
Everybody get on.
Tong fix you up? Yeah, you? You cut it pretty close. I'm in pretty bad shape. Looks like I'll be living in Hong Kong for a couple of months. Will you get better? Any permanent damage? I'll recover, but not right away. You'll be on your own for a while. I hear you've already been keeping busy. Just getting to know the locals. Turns out VersaLife had a universal constructor. They were synthesizing the virus right here. Tong told me. Not a cheap gizmo. Majestic 12 sure does a lot of R&D. Every ruler needs a power base. Without the people, well, you need something to use against them. I'm going to see what Tong has to say about the schematics I recovered. Hey, do me a favor. Get better. I'm working on it. I'm still pretty weak. You'll have to go on to New York without me. Don't know if I care for your sense of humor.
Humor?
The Illuminati stuff. I was risking my life in there.
No joke, Mr. Denton. They're quite real. Though not as powerful as they were at the beginning of the century. I know a few of the former leaders.
Like Stanton Dowd?
Yes. Plus Beth Duclair, Morgan Everett. Most of them in Paris, I understand.
What do they have to do with Majestic 12?
A question for Dowd. I will contact him in New York. Hopefully he will agree to meet you.
What about a hacker named Daedalus?
A valuable informant. He sent me one of the codes I needed to find that super freighter.
A super freighter? That's enough virus to infect a continent.
Your pilot is landing in the courtyard. find out and see if he knows where the ship is going or how we can stop it. In any case, it is time you left Hong Kong. There is word of a UNATCO agent searching for you here. A German, they say. Augmented.
Tell your people not to tangle with him. I'll deal with him myself. Do you have what you need to synthesize a cure?
The data you recovered should provide an answer. In time.
I also destroyed the universal constructor they were using to manufacture the virus.
A universal constructor? I should have known.
But I did it on the advice of the hacker, Daedalus. Who is he, really? Alex says he may be an AI, part of an old government program.
An AI? The thought occurred to me, but more likely it is cover for a real human being.
But who?
A powerful man, we must assume. I don't like mysteries, but at least he appears to be on our side.
I don't like mysteries either.
Your friend Jock is waiting in the courtyard.
Gunther's in the field now. They say he wants your head.
Quite a load of data you brought in. A lot to study.
Tong filled me in. So we have to dig up Stanton Dowd?
Yeah, you know him?
I heard a few things. I think Harley Philbin knows how to contact him. I always thought Philbin was pulling my leg about the Illuminati, though.
I guess we'll find out when we get to New York. Let's not waste any time.
We think Philbin is in the area. Tong will tell you more. No time to waste. You need to get to the Underworld Tavern and make contact with Harley Philbin. He is one of Dowd's aides, and he will set up the meeting. Follow his instructions. A problem, JC. Rioting in Manhattan has been so bad that the city's fallen under martial law. At this hour, the troops will shoot on sight, and I'm showing several guards and a robot near the hotel. Keep your head down.
Owner's left town, far as I know. Heat's off, but I don't mind. I don't mind. A lot of rats, but I guess that's okay.
It's Denton. You, stop right there. Yeah!
Who's out?
Ah!
The clinic is closing.
Big story at the clinic?
I interviewed the doctors, poker-faced as politicians. Didn't even blink when you say the word ambrosia.
Maybe they think you're talking about the food of the gods.
I'm serious. Don't believe the stories coming out of Hong Kong that the government had a cure all along.
Could be. Hey, you're a reporter. Heard the name Stanton Dowd?
Dowd? Sure, used to be a big importer, right? Thinking of starting a business?
I just need to find him.
In some kind of trouble?
Do you know him or not?
Afraid I don't know how to contact him. I thought he was dead, actually. I figured you were up to no good.
Hey, Coleman. How you holding up?
I'm fine, just fine.
Come on, we're safe in here.
How long are we gonna be safe, Ike? They're just shooting people for no reason.
Don't you worry, this'll all pass.
Sure it will.
Incorrect inform. Attach. Streets clear. No danger.
Stay out of the street. Cops shoot at anything. Nail this guy and we all get a bonus. There's one. Nail this guy and we all... You! Stop... Yeah!
What do you want? Prices have tripled to 30 because of martial law.
Heard the name Stanton Dowd.
What do you want with Dowd?
A private matter. Know where I can find him.
I'm gonna say this once. That German mech from UNATCO already came by looking for you. You got money to spend? Fine. This curfew's killing me, but leave me out of your business. That guy's oiled up and ready for a fight.
Gunther.
Do you want something or not?
Never. You out here because of martial law? I didn't know they were using Marines.
Nah, UNATCO likes to work alone. I just came out to look up a girl I used to know, Sandra Renton. FEMA gave me a pass for the curfew.
She left town.
I know. Just my luck.
What's FEMA doing handing out travel papers?
They took over the advanced submarine base where I work. I don't like being pushed off duty, but I guess little R&R never hurt anyone.
They brought in their own staff.
Most of us were moved out of the main submarine hangar last night. FEMA set up a perimeter. We sure like to know what's going on in there.
I would too. Maybe I'll check it out for you.
You a cop?
Used to be.
I'll say it straight. I'm a patriot. I don't like to see one of our top secret bases commandeered, especially when the only people allowed inside are these Asian mafia types. You think you can do something about it? I can have my buddies at the front gate let you slip by. My name's Vinny. Tell them you know me.
Thanks. I'll see what I can find out.
Us Americans, last of a dying breed. We've got to stick together. I don't know why we let so many crooks run this country. I saw Walton Simons himself get out of a helicopter on the roof of the hangar. We know a cover-up when we see one. I asked one of the guys, so what's the emergency? Why's FEMA here? He said, you ask one more question, the emergency's gonna be you. That's how they talk to you. We know a cover-up when we see one. I don't know why we let so many crooks run this country.
UNATCO's put a price on your head. What are you doing in the city? I didn't expect the kitchen to be under martial law.
People know the government has a vaccine. Riots everywhere.
You still on the dole at UNATCO?
I never mentioned. I've been working for the NSF all along, and the Illuminati. I'm on your side.
Right, the Illuminati. I need to find one of their leaders, Stanton Dowd. A load of plague virus is on its way to New York.
Virus? You mean the Great Death? What's Dowd got to do with it?
The same corporation that makes ambrosia also manufactures the virus. Quite convenient. The virus came over in a super freighter previously owned by Dowd.
Yeah, most of Majestic 12 is just hand-me-downs from the Illuminati. Huh. We knew about ambrosia, but the virus? That's news. They're infecting people on purpose, huh?
I was hoping Dowd could tell me where the freighter would unload.
I'll contact him. Go to the burn-up storefront of Osgood & Sons, over where the tunnels connect to the warehouse district. You know, where the NSF had the generator. I'll try to get him to meet you there.
Osgood & Sons.
Yeah. And JC, be careful who you mention the Illuminati to. Like Joe Green. He's a spy for UNATCO.
The reporter? Are you sure?
Here's the proof. Hey, kill Green and you'll be doing all of us a favor. I saw him hanging around the free clinic. Dowd doesn't like to be contacted directly. You'll have to trust me.
There's talk that you're a spy.
A spy? For whom?
You aren't a reporter at all. You work for UNATCO.
Guess you scooped me this time.
Uh-huh, what's up?
I took out that reporter, Joe Green. I don't like people who ask a lot of questions.
No shit. Man, you really did change sides. Never would have thought it possible. Thanks for getting rid of that guy.
This one's some kind of mech.
damn ghost town. What's the army protect except itself?
I'm showing net activity on several of the smuggler's avatars. He must be at home.
Why'd you come back? Yanatko's got every cop in New York after you.
Unfinished business.
So you finally wised up and joined the NSF.
I don't know if I've joined anything, except maybe the people.
Good enough. You know where you stand. It's because people don't know they can pick a side that the government has so much power.
I've got to get moving. Have anything you want to sell?
Sure, something you might like. An assault shotgun and some sabot rounds. I also have some lambs. I'll give you the whole box of 5 for $3,500.
Never mind. You Dowd?
I agreed to see you because we have a mutual enemy.
Why a vacant building? I thought the Illuminati were bankers, politicians, Council on Foreign Relations types.
We always stayed in the background, even when that was true.
You all right?
Caught this damn plague myself. Anyway, we never had troops like Majestic 12 or freighters full of bioweapons, if what you say is accurate.
It's accurate. I just don't know where the freighter would dock.
They'll want to hide it. The only facility big enough on the East Coast is the Advanced Submarine Facility at the Brooklyn Naval Shipyards.
Of course. That's why FEMA took it over.
They're probably storing the virus in the ship's diesel tanks. The only way to make sure it's destroyed will be to scuttle the ship.
Scuttle a super freighter?
It can be done if you know where to place the charges. Smugglers should have explosives that will work.
I already have some explosives.
I'd pick up some more while I have the chance. But if you think you're equipped, then find your pilot and get going.
You sure you're all right?
I'm hanging in there. If you come across some ambrosia on that ship, however...
Don't worry, I'll get you some medicine.
I'll give you a blueprint of the ship. The X's mark the 5 tri-hull wells. Crack those up. Reverse the bilge pumps, and the ship will split open like a banana. Tong told me he found an interesting molecular signature on the virus, a clue to who developed it. I am certain it was a former member of the Illuminati. The custom among our scientists was to sign their work like painters. It was a group of conspirators within the Illuminati that formed Majestic 12 to begin with. The conspirators were far more ruthless than we were. We couldn't compete. Majestic 12 realized that technology alone could be a source of political power. However, the Illuminati laid the foundation. The multinationals, the global structures Majestic 12 depends upon. Majestic 12 inherited a system that took millennia to develop. It's true that our organization stretches back to the Order of the Assassins, or Hashishim, but not in the way you might imagine. The Order hasn't so much lasted as been continually revived. Adam Weishaupt started from scratch in Bavaria in 1776. But so did Thomas Jefferson a few years later. It's the idea that has lasted, the system, or the desire. Every thinking person's desire to give the world some decent organization. Cecil Rhodes, for instance. Absolutely no formal connection to the Illuminati at all, but one of the greatest visionaries of centralized power. Now we have Rhodes Scholarships, which feed recruits right into the Council on Foreign Relations, a very powerful tool. In my opinion, the history of the human race has been one long succession of conspiracies. To deceive ourselves, we call the successful conspiracies governments. We're running out of time. Better track down the smuggler. We're running out of time. Better track down the smuggler.
MJ-12 troops converging on your position, JC. I'll land the copter on the roof of the Ton. Get out of there.
They found us.
That's him. Watch it. He hasn't gone far. That's him. We're gonna need some reinforcements.
Where'd they go? We're trapped. What are we going to do? That's it. I think you got all of them. Thank goodness. Now, get to the shipyard. I'm going to wait till things die down. In my opinion, the history of the...
Let's go.
I'm ready.
I've dropped you in an abandoned lot next to the base. There should be an old grate on the wall that you can gain entry through. I've got to get out of here before the sentries get suspicious. You're past the fence. Good. Up ahead are the barracks. You need to gain entry to the base and eventually reach the large building to the north. Keep your eyes open for the ammo storage facility. You need to load up on explosives.
You must be Dit.
Who's asking?
Our buddy Vinny said to expect you. Think you can find out what's going on in there? Go for it.
Is FEMA really running the show?
FEMA and the Chinese? I don't like the smell of it one bit.
Me either.
His key will open the main gate. The guard just inside the main building entrance will let you pass, but don't expect any hospitality from the FEMA people. I don't know how you'll get on board with the main ramp retracted, unless you want to swim. Be careful in there. Standing orders inside the perimeter are shoot on sight.
You're at the main gate. Get to the door at the base of the huge crane in the distance. But watch out for the guards and security bots.
You came in on the chopper? You must be with the DC people.